Urgent! Dog pound fan! Look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest dog pound news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything! Browns predicted to make blockbuster trade with Saints. The Cleveland Browns have the pleasure of owning the number 2 pick in the NFL draft, as well as 9 other picks in later rounds, so they have plenty of ammunition to maneuver through the draft board and come out of this draft with exactly what they want. With so many picks and the opportunity to select Shedeur Sanders at number 2, there are certainly a couple of quarterback-needy teams who will be knocking on their door leading up to April's draft, with one insider predicting the New Orleans Saints to be the ones to potentially push the hardest. Trade details: New Orleans Saints get 2025, pick number 2, 2025, round 4, pick Cleveland Browns. Get 2025, pick number 9, 2025, round 3, pick 2026, round 1 pick. Frankly, the Saints should be hitting the reset button, stockpiling picks, and enduring a down year in order to help get out of their cap nightmare. But New Orleans general manager Mickey Loomis has made it clear he doesn't view the Saints as a rebuilding team. Derek Carr is barely a short-term option under center, let alone a long-term one. If New Orleans believes in Sanders, a move this aggressive wouldn't be out of character for the franchise, Davenport said. Moving from number 2 to number 9 could potentially fetch even more than the deal Davenport proposed, as many Browns fans would probably scoff at this idea since it takes the Browns out of the running to take Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter. The tier break at the top of this draft is believed to be after the 4th pick, with the consensus top 4 picks being Carter, Hunter, Sanders, and Cam Ward in some order. The Saints are in the league's worst cap situation and need a long-term solution at quarterback, about as bad as any team in the league, as it isn't sounding like the new regime is sold on Derek Carr. There is still plenty of time to go until the draft, so Browns fans better buckle up because there are sure to be plenty more rumors coming down the pipeline. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest dog pound news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Did $180 million quarterback accidentally give away that he is joining Browns? As we get closer to April and sit less than a month away from the NFL draft, the Cleveland Browns still have plenty of questions to answer. Most importantly, they need to figure out what they will be doing at quarterback. Will they be taking a signal caller at number 2 overall? Will they take Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter and then trade back into the first round to take a quarterback? Or will they go the route of a veteran and pass on a quarterback altogether? There are few real options remaining outside of the draft, but a potential trade could come together for at least one veteran. Kirk Cousins remains on the Atlanta Falcons roster, despite the Falcons making it clear that Michael Penix is their guy. Cousins has reportedly made it known that he wants to go to a place where he can start. Could Cleveland be in play? There was certainly fuel thrown onto the speculative fire on Thursday. Cousins was seen at a Chipotle in Westlake, Ohio, which is just a 20-minute drive to Cleveland. Cousins took a photo with the workers and commented on the X post of the photo saying, "Salad with double chicken never fails me." While nothing has been reported in terms of Cousins and the Browns or a trade coming together, the timing will make fans connect dots that may or may not be there. Whether or not he'll become a Brown will be found out soon enough. Browns GM addressed possibility of trading up for number 1 pick. The Cleveland Browns are open to options as the 2025 NFL draft approaches. Cleveland owns the number 2 pick in next month's draft, sitting right behind the Tennessee Titans. Conventional wisdom suggests the Titans will take Miami quarterback Cam Ward with the number 1 pick, leaving the Browns with a wide range of possibilities at number 2, but the team doesn't seem motivated to move up to select Ward if the Titans were open for business. On Sunday, Browns general manager Andrew Berry told reporters his team was unlikely to move up to number 1 if the Titans were willing to trade back, but Cleveland could be willing to trade back from number 2. Concerning that, Berry said, "We're pretty much open to anything that can be advantageous to us. The Browns have been closely linked to Penn State edge rusher Abdul Carter with the number 2 pick, but it does seem like Cleveland's decision at number 2 will impact how the entire draft plays out. A trade back could be a big shakeup that has massive ripple effects. The Browns haven't had a first-round pick since 2021 after they shipped their firsts in 2022. 23 and 24 to the Houston Texans as part of the horrendous Deshaun Watson trade. Browns make final call on trading for top pick the Cleveland Browns hold. The number 2 overall pick in April's NFL draft, but there's been some speculation about the team moving up to the top spot. The Tennessee Titans hold the top pick. All signs point to the Titans selecting quarterback Cam Ward, who has separated himself as the top passer in the draft. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported recently that the asking price would be high if a team wants to move up. The Titans have become increasingly impressed with Ward, and while they are expected to listen to offers for the number 1 overall pick, it now would take an even stronger package to acquire the draft's top selection, Schefter said. The Browns held a private workout with Ward and like what he brings to the table. However, the team does not plan to swap spots with the Titans. Browns GM Andrew Berry told local reporters at the league meetings in Palm Beach that it's unlikely the team trades up to the number 1 pick. Amid speculation, the Titans are open to trading back. Daniel Oyefusi of ESPN wrote on X, Berry did not shut down the idea of trading back and building up their draft capital. We're pretty much open to anything that can be advantageous to us, Berry said. Shedeur Sanders. Likely option for Browns at Nofdiao. 2 if the Browns stay at number 2. The likely pick for Cleveland will be Shedeur Sanders. He's considered the top option after Ward and the Browns desperately need a solution to their quarterback conundrum. Kenny Pickett, who the Browns recently traded for, is currently the only healthy quarterback on the roster. There's been some chatter about Sanders and his famous father, Deion Sanders, not wanting to play in Cleveland, but Deion recently cleared that up this week. Shedeur has told me he's talked to me intently about all the visits he's had with all the teams, so I know where his heart is. I know where he wants to go, Sanders told Skip Bayless. If it's New York, it's New York. If it's Tennessee, if it's Cleveland, if it's still the Raiders, if it's New Orleans, if it's any of those teams that are seeking a quarterback, I'm happy with it, man. Because I know what he's going to do to the organization. Sanders delivered a standout season at Colorado, throwing for 4,134 yards with 37 touchdowns against just 10 interceptions. He played a key role in leading the Buffaloes to a surprising 94 finish, surpassing preseason expectations and turning heads across the college football world. Before transferring to Colorado, Sanders spent 2 seasons at Jackson State, where he guided the Tigers to back-to-back SWAC championships. In 2022, he earned SWAC Offensive Player of the Year honors and received the prestigious Deacon Jones Trophy, recognizing him as the nation's top HBCU player. Deshaun Watson likely done with Browns. The Browns' current quarterback dilemma stems from their failed blockbuster trade for Deshaun Watson in 2022. Cleveland gave up 3 first-round picks as part of a massive deal for Watson, who has started just 19 games in 3 seasons due to suspension and injuries. He's gone 9-10 in those appearances. Watson's $230 million fully guaranteed contract runs through 2026, but it's likely he's already thrown his last pass as the Browns' starting quarterback. He's currently recovering from an Achilles injury and is expected to miss most, if not all, of the upcoming season. Watson has been active on social media lately, documenting his recovery. But if the Browns rebuild their quarterback room this offseason as expected, he's not likely to be part of the plan moving forward. And now, Dog Pound fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Dog Pound. I'll be back any moment with more Dog Pound news. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof.